Good morning. This is the hall that we are going to be having a training in the next couple of 1 hour for a team from one of the leading circles in Kenya called Cusco. And I thought of sharing with you some couple of tips, especially when you are making yourself ready for a road trip. In life is like a road trip. It's like you're going to be training about 70 people here on sales, marketing, and also issues of developing sales proposals. So life is like a road trip. And there are a couple of things that you require to consider as you go in life. The first thing is that don't overpack. Do not go overloaded, because you're going to come across times when the road becomes very tough. And I remember one time I was climbing Mount Kenya, and as you go up the mountain, especially when you reach some certain peaks, it becomes so difficult even to carry a small bag, even a water bottle. So the first thing that you don't require to do in life so that you are able to manage is overpacking. Don't overpack. The second thing that you need to take care of is look at the bridges and the crosses and cross as many as you can. You know, at times when you're doing a road, you may come across a point where there is, you come to a dead end, where maybe there's a river, probably there's a huge valley. You must look for the bridge in that particular area so that you can be able to cross to the other bridge. Similarly, in life, you'll come across some huge challenges that might even knock out your life. Look for the bridges. Look for people who can help you, who can hold your hand, who can be able to take you to the next level. This particular training that I'm coming in is through a good connection that I have known and a network that I have known for the last 15 years. So these are the bridges we are speaking about in life. The third thing that you require when you look at life like a road trip is that you require to be patient, because you're going to come across potholes. You're going to come across bumps. And when you come across bumps in life, these are like situations that will come your way. Like yesterday, because we had to pull cars with this particular network that I know, I had to wait for him for several hours at a certain point. And that could be called a bump. That could be called a roadblock, because we had timelines that we had given ourselves. But because of circumstances beyond ourselves, we couldn't be able to do and work according to the timelines as we traveled about 200 kilometers away from Nairobi City. So be patient in life, because you'll come across bumps and you'll come across some roadblocks. Also, in life, the other important thing that you must put into consideration that will help you to move to the next level is pay attention to your fuel gauge. If you are driving, and of course, maybe you might be forced to be driving along, you may be going on a road trip, always look at the fuel gauge so that you don't run out of fuel. Sometimes back in Kenya, it was common to find people carrying jerry cans in their vehicles, because anytime your fuel gauge, especially if it's not working, when you don't have a fuel gauge that is working, you might find yourself in a jerry can in the middle of nowhere with no fuel, and you must run to the next petrol station to be able to fuel your jerry can and come back and fuel the car. Pay attention to your fuel gauge. Now, synonymously in life, the fuel gauge is your life. Take care of yourself first. We always say, love yourself as you love others. So take care of your health, do your physical exercises, invest in your mental capacities and abilities. Continue feeding the you first, before you go to feed people, before you start interacting with people. So in life, it is important to check, and especially when you are doing a road trip, look at your fuel gauge. The last thing that you require to look at and you must take into consideration is stop following someone else's map. In life, and especially if you are doing a road trip, I remember hearing a gentleman sharing was one of the CEOs in a tobacco company, how he followed. There's a town in Kenya called Rimuru, very cold town. Yesterday as we were passing there, it was foggy. You couldn't even see more than 5 meters. So he was following a vehicle, a four-wheel drive vehicle one time. They were driving from Nairobi to Naivasha, about 100 kilometers. And at one particular point, the vehicle he was following veered off the road because they had reached their destination and he had been following the tail lights for kilometers. Now he was on his own in a foggy area, and now he had to drive on his own. He had to follow his own map. So do not follow anybody's map, because people will reach their destination. What you require is to trust yourself. Trust yourself. You know the way. You have your dream. You have your vision where you want to go. You have your social goals. You have your physical goals. You have your financial wealth goals. So do not follow someone blindly. Lastly, a bonus point. If you are doing a road trip and you look at life like a road trip, turn down the sound systems at times. Travel in silence. Stop, because when you travel in silence, you have an opportunity to reflect about your life, about where you are going. So it is also good to recharge at times. In life, take time out, go for a self-retreat personally, time to reflect. When you are traveling in a vehicle, sometimes you want to turn off the sound system so that you can listen to the vehicle, the purr of the engine, the noises coming from outside. Observe the environment. When you have turned off the sound system, you are able to observe the environment. You are able to imbibe. You are able to enjoy your travel. The last bonus point. If you look at life like a road trip, when you are doing a road trip, stop overspeeding. When you travel at a reasonable recommended speed, you are able to enjoy yourself. You'll enjoy the environment. You'll enjoy the journey. You'll also have an opportunity to relax. So in life, sometimes stop overspeeding. Take it at your own pace, because out of all this, you are going to gain. Thank you so much.